friends, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel for finally, it's time for another sip and thrift. I like to throw these in there every once in a while whenever I'm like, it's time for us to just do something really lighthearted and just fun together. And if you haven't seen an episode of Sip and Thrift before in the past, it's a little series I've been doing for years now where we just go on some sort of thrifting adventure, and then we also stop to get something caffeinated along the way. And sometimes I have very specific, difficult challenges. Sometimes I don't. And today, I don't. I feel like sometimes when you're not looking for anything specific, you find the best stuff. And I'm actually filming this on a Sunday, so that's the vibe. Just like have fun, leisurely, see what we can find organically, type of sip and thrift. But I am pretty tired, if you can't tell. So I think that we should do the sip before the thrift, which is very out of order from our normal happenings, but I think that that's what's in order today. So let's go ahead on a little adventure together. I'm excited. Okay, a fun little plot twist to the coffee portion of this sip and thrift is I was en route to a spot my friend told me we should try, which is called Cosmic Coffee, and it's apparently both a coffee shop and a beer garden. So it's like coffee during the day and it turns into very Austin-y beer outdoor patio life at night. And I drove to it and there was no parking at all. So while driving, sorry mom, I just typed in maps coffee and just clicked on the first thing. Didn't even look at a single pic. Went in blindly, and we were led to Freddo, Freddo, F-R-E-D-D-O, and I've actually driven by this multiple times and wondered what it is. This is a old, almost historic looking, kind of haunted house vibe, but cool, on the corner of South Congress and I think Old Torf. Yep. So two big streets here in Austin, and apparently this old haunted building that looks kind of cool now is a coffee shop. So let's go check it out together. So interesting. They've literally opened up that whole house, like yard, upstairs, downstairs, all the bedrooms, and just filled them with tables. And I was doing some research when I was waiting for my coffee. It's called the Walter Tipps House, and it was built in 1876. The family of Walter Tipps, a prosperous hardware merchant, a native of Germany. He served in the state senate in 1893 through 96. Very interesting. I will say though, the house is very cool. Personally, I would have, if I owned this coffee shop, I would have just decorated it a little bit differently. And all of their espresso is illy, which I feel like you always see in like more commercial European establishments. But it's been a while since I've had. I just got a oat milk latte. I feel like that's a good standard test to see how taste is. Standard. I would say this is a great study spot. Or maybe if you can eat the food here, eat it outdoor spot. But they might not be necessarily known for their coffee, but it's also not bad at all. Not bad at all. And we happen to be next door to my favorite Goodwill, which just works out. So that being said, let's get to thrifting. I feel like this photograph reframed would be so cool. Don't love this like burlappy frame around it, but the colors of this, I actually can't tell. I think it's a photograph. The colors of this are amazing. I just love that little barn or house on it a lot. There's also a full set of these. I love the little gold rim. Look at how many. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 for $13. It's tempting, but I would probably never use them. Dang, Sundays are busy thrifting days. It is crowded here, but I made out like a bandit in the tank section because I found both Madewell and Abercrombie and a wild card. So, Madewell, it's the texture and thread. I literally have other things new from Madewell in the same material. Abercrombie, this is technically a medium, so it might read a little big, but it's like a silk cami, and I think it would be so cute. And then this, it's 1996, so 1 year away from my birth year. It looks pretty teeny tiny, but I'm pushing my comfort zone with this one. I think it could be fun. And also, it's March and it's already in the 90s in Texas, so I think I'm gonna need more tanks. So this seems like a worthwhile investment. Okay, just found 2 dresses that have potential. This one is very classy. Cap sleeve, lace, A-line. Could be a really good wedding guest dress. Potential for, it's an extra small, so it might be a little tight. We'll find out. And this one is a little bit more of a wild card because the pattern is very kind of like 80s and fun, but I feel like the size looks really good and the slight retro vibes. Kind of into it. And that makes 5 things. I feel like it's kind of a little picked over today because it's a Sunday and it's pretty busy in here, honestly. So I'm feeling pleased with that haul. I feel like that's enough for us to say it was successful. We are home with a very practical haul, I feel like. I would actually wear all of these things. This is the only more special occasion dress, perhaps, but I think the best plan of action is let's do the 3 tanks, since I'm wearing jeans right now, and then try on the 2 dresses. First, I just saw this from I feel like the best things I find, I see from far away on a rack and I just walk straight to it instead of going through one by one. And I saw this and I was like, this is so pretty. And then I picked it up and saw that it was one of my favorite stores, Abercrombie, for only $5.99, but it is a medium. I still feel like it could be really cute, either by itself on a summer night out with just like a strapless bra, or layered with a jean jacket, or even like a more blazery type jacket if we wanted to dress it up. The thing I'm hesitant about, honestly, with 2 of these tanks is, I've mentioned this before in Sip and Thrifts, but my skin tone, the undertone is very pink. So a lot of times light blushy colors kind of read as nudes on me, and I just don't think it's very flattering. I think it kind of washes me out / looks a little confusing from far away because sometimes it looks like I'm just not wearing a shirt. But lots of potential, lots that can go wrong for this. So let's try it out. Shoot. I think it is too big. It's pretty wide at the top for me. But the shirt itself would be so cute tucked into some high-waisted jeans like this. Picture it like this. If it was my size, it would be so cute. But the coloring is pretty similar to my skin tone. So this is me trying to talk myself out of the fact that even if it was my size, maybe it wouldn't be perfect. But I love the like thicker lace detailing around the top and the couple little buttons. It makes it sweet. And this top could read very like sultry, but the pink and the little buttons I think makes it a lot sweeter. Here's what the back looks like. It is just a simple little spaghetti strap top that I think I would wear a lot, honestly, if it fits me. But love to know your thoughts. Maybe it's worth trying to upcycle in a way. Maybe it's worth getting it taken in. This is my favorite thing about Sip and Thrifts, is just like, it's kind of like a free-for-all in terms of your opinions. Because I won't get offended if you don't like anything, because I didn't like necessarily go out of my way to find these things. It's just what we happened upon, so let me know. This is probably one of the safest things that we got, because what's not to love? It's Madewell. It's a little simple tank, but there's still a little tie detail. It's the texture and thread, which I think I mentioned. I have a couple things in this exact material, which is like a fun, what would you even call this? Like ribbed almost material. This is a double XS, but it doesn't look like it would be too tight or cropped or anything. Maybe it's supposed to be worn a little bit loose, and this would just be a little more fitted on me. So let's see how it looks. Let's see if the color of this one is of any concern as well on my skin tone. Okay, see this is cute and fun and practical, don't you think? I would love to know your thoughts yet again on coloring on this one though. I feel like the fit is great. It is probably a little tighter than they intend this to fit, but I think it's flattering and it hits my waistband at a good spot to where my jeans kind of naturally end. So I'm very comfortable in it. I think this is a great summertime shirt. Simple, not much to say about it, except for the fact that I think I like it. Would love to know your thoughts on the color, on me in particular. Okay, here's the wild one. $3.99. This tiny little 1996 cropped tank. Is it misleading to wear 1996 when it is so close to my birth year, but not quite? I'm not sure. Also, I typically don't love very narrow tops because I think my shoulders, my proportion of my shoulders is a bit wide and it's just not quite as flattering on me. Wanted to push my comfort zone a little bit. I feel like this is very Gen Z, and I technically am Gen Z, and I dress very millennial. So it could be fun for me to try this on. Isn't 1996 the cutoff for Gen Z too, which would be quite ironic? I think it is, because I think I made the Gen Z cutoff by 1 year, I think. Let's see what we think. I kind of like this a lot more than I thought I would. It feels like vintage Americana, like what are the Chuck Taylors and film photos and popsicles on 4th of July. But I don't think it is too narrow. It's definitely much more narrow up here than a lot of things that I own. But the fit actually hits me at a really good spot for high-waisted jeans. And it doesn't feel too overexposed either, which I kind of thought it would. Like it would just feel really teeny tiny, but it kind of doesn't. I kind of am into it. I don't know, is this a good summertime shirt? When it gets to triple-digit temperatures here in humid Austin, Texas? What are our thoughts? I feel like I want to picture this one other way. Here's my summertime Mick-Elle version. Just a high ponytail and a hair scarf. Now it kind of feels like Gen Z Mick-Elle style. Thoughts? Feelings? Questions? Concerns? Complaints? Comments? Let me know in the description box down below. Okay, the wedding guest dress. Let's see if we can find a brand for this. Any tags in here? Adriana Papel. Should I Google this and see what this typically falls in terms of price range? I am kind of curious. This is a fun game I like to play occasionally. Interesting. So she is specifically a wedding dress, bridesmaid dress, evening gown, special occasion mother of the bride dress line. And it looks like her dresses range from the $200 to $500 range. Sold at Saks Off 5th, Bloomingdale's. This is a upper end find. It was pricey for Goodwill, $14.99, but still, if this is normally a few $100s, I would consider that a steal. I'm very curious to know what it looks like on me though, and if it fits, and if I can zip it, because this is not my usual size. Let's find out. Oh my gosh. Guys, this fits. And something I could not tell about this on the rack was this fun little like sheer V-neck detail. I'll show you some close-ups, but the length of this fits, the waist of this fits, it's very sweet, but also kind of like a little bit girly, flouncy fun. The color, I mean, I don't own anything that is like navy and magenta. You know me, I love my earth tones and neutrals. So this feels like a bold color combination for me personally, if I were to actually wear it to a wedding or something like that. But I'm just shocked that it fits, and it feels super quality. Like it does feel like a lot of detail and intentionality went into creating this. Like I'm picturing like an afternoon tea, but when would I ever do that? Those types of situations, you know? Last but not least, I'm kind of most excited for this one, but I feel like if the fit isn't perfect, it just wouldn't read well. Like it wouldn't be that flattering. So we have our kind of 80s print dress, but it is A-line. And it has like almost a ruching on the bust, which either is going to be very cute or too much. I cannot decide, but the length looks good. It's a nice lightweight material, great for Texas. And I think it could be really cute. Okay, I don't think I'm quite here yet in terms of how long I've lived back home in Texas. But if I did get to this point of buying cowboy boots, like everybody here, maybe this with boots would be really cute, and throw on like a little crop denim jacket over it. You see the vision I'm going for there? Let's see if it even fits. Let's see. Okay, shoot, here's the thing. I really like this dress. It has so much potential, but it is a little too big. I feel like I need to take these straps up to here, kind of like that, and then take the waistband in a little bit. And this, I think, is really cute and fun and flouncy. I'll show you the length so that you can see where it kind of hits, but I do like the length. Is this worth getting this taken up and in? Do we think I would actually wear it? It's super comfortable, and I do like the fact that it naturally kind of cinches at the waist, makes it flattering. The material's super lightweight and flouncy in Texas. Would be really fun to go two-stepping in if we complete that vision. It's always hard to know, is it worth the time and the expense to take something in? Like, would I actually then wear it? So I will be waiting for y'all's comments to see what I should do about this, but as of now, it is just a little too big, so it would need a little bit of work. I'm kind of shocked the things that I love that I didn't necessarily think I would, and the things that I thought I would love that didn't quite work out right. Thrifting always shocks me in that way. Thanks for spending the day with me. I love an excuse to go out and do something fun and just spend time with y'all, so thank you for allowing me to do this from time to time. I really always have a blast. I love y'all. I hope you have the absolute best rest of your day, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye.
So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here?